Hey guys, this is Wet, and today I am going to show you how to never run out of adhesive again. Now, adhesive is one of those resources in Starfield that runs out pretty fast, and you get tired of going to the store and trying to buy more. So I'm going to show you how to never have to worry anymore. Now, I set up my operation where all I got to do is just come to my ship cargo hold and then just cycle through my outpost, and then here I can come and just pick up all the adhesive that I want. But don't worry, I'm going to show you how to set up the same thing, and then we're going to go through the process. Now, there are many ways to get adhesive, and one of which is to buy it from the vendors throughout Starfield. Now, this is probably going to be the easiest way for most people, as when you first start the game, most people are not going to actually build their own outpost. So for this reason, we're gonna go to the characters screen. Now on this star map, we're looking for Alpha Centauri. This is the first area that you discover in this game, in my opinion. So you're gonna go here and then just click on it, and then you're gonna look for this planet right here. It's called Gagarin or Gagarin, however you want to call it, but it's Gagarin. So we're gonna go here. Now, while you are here, there are two local places on this planet that you can go and find a vendor and buy the stuff. And the first one is the landing area, and then there's also a civilian outpost. Either one of those that you go to, you'll find a vendor, and then you can just talk to them, and then you can buy their adhesive. Now, they are like any other vendors. They don't always have the stuff that you're looking for, so you might have to reset the vendor and then just go again and try to see if they have it in the inventory. If not, just check out the local store in Jemison, and then just go buy it from the vendors. So that's the first way that you're gonna have to deal with the adhesive situation. Now, the next best way that you can get yourself some adhesive is to come to this planet called Gagarin, like we already talked about. So it is in the Alpha Centauri system. So as you can see, Jameson is up there, and then this is where we're talking about, Gagarin. So you come to Gagarin, and then what you need to do, you scan it, and then you're trying to land in either the swamp or the rocky desert area. So whenever you click on it, if you say rocky desert or if you say swamp, you have a better chance of getting this plant right here. So if we put our scanner, you can see right here, it's called sweet water cactus. And then for me, I already got it 100% scanned. So you need to scan this. And then so whenever you interact with this plant, you have a chance to get some adhesive. As you can see, it's giving me adhesive root. So sometimes you can see that you get adhesive. So this is one of the ways that you can just go and farm adhesive. And the next best thing, which is the most delicate one, which is what's going to give you the infinite adhesive that you need, is to build your own greenhouse. Now, to get this done, you have to meet certain requirements. So I am going inside so I can show you exactly what we're talking about. Now, the requirement to make your infinite adhesive is you got to do some research. So go to the research laboratory, and then in outpost development, so you want to make sure you get manufacturing 1. This is what's gonna get you access to it. That's the first step that you need to do. So manufacturing 1 is going to give you simple fabricators, small warehouse modules, and inter-system cargo links. But it doesn't say greenhouse here, but this is what's gonna give you the greenhouse. And then another important skill that you need to invest some points in, you need at least 1, is botany. As you can see, botany right here, you would need just level 1. That's all you need to actually be able to build a greenhouse. Now, the more it's going to be, the better. Like me, I have rank 4 already, but you don't need rank 4. All you need is just rank 1 to actually start doing some damage. All right, now you know what skills you need and what you need to do with the lab. Then this is time to talk about the plant itself. As you can see, when you have 100% scan, it says you see the resource that it can produce. It also tells you everything that you need to do. And the most important thing, you got to make sure once you scan it to 100%, it says outpost production allowed. This is the only way that you are going to be able to pull out the greenhouse. So I'm going to give you a bird's eye view of my operation that I got going on right here. And then I'm going to give you an example how to actually build it. So as you can see what I have right here, this is the greenhouse. I got 3 of them put down. I got power, I got water, and I got containers to actually harvest them. And then this is how I was able to actually pull stuff from my ship, and because I connected it to this transfer container. All right, guys, now you are ready to build your greenhouse to farm adhesive. So you got to make sure you are on Gagarin, and you also make sure that you already built an outpost and you already scan the Sweetwater cactus to 100%, and you have all the required skill and everything required to actually make you good to go. So now somewhere inside your outpost, so we are on Xbox, so we're gonna press the left bumper and we're gonna press the X button. That will pull up the build menu, and then now we're gonna tab over to where you see builders, and then we're gonna go down to the greenhouse. But before that, we're gonna go to bird's eye view. Bird's eye view allows us to see better where we're gonna put our greenhouse. So we go back to the build menu. So there are 3 variants. So the first one is the smaller one. The second one is the one that I already built, the medium one. And then the last one is ideally the one that you would want to construct, because this is the one that's going to give you the most benefit. But for this example, we're going to stick with the smaller version. So we're going to put this thing down. Now, as you can see right here, it says that it requires 3 power, and it also required the botanist skills like we already talked about. So now that you put your greenhouse down, so it's time to put power on it. So now ideally you want to put the best power that you can generate. So the reactor is probably the best, but don't worry about that if you don't have it. For the purpose of this video, we're going to put one of those solar array down. So put it anywhere, as long as you have enough power to actually make it work, then you are good to go. So next thing that we're going to do, we're going to get the water extractor. Now, water can be anywhere. You don't have to worry about it, because as long as you can see that you have the white line, that means it's good to go. You're going to just extract water from the ground, so you can put it anywhere. Now, there are different variants of the extractor. So the bigger, the better. So I would assume that, you know, you're going to put the biggest one, but let's not worry about that right now, because this one requires 10 power. So if you don't want to do this, you can do the other one. But for the example of this video, we're just going to put the biggest one that we have available to us. Next, you're going to put a storage for the water. So we're going to go to liquid storage. Now, I would put the biggest one that I can. That's the way I roll. Normally, I put more than one, because for me, it's go big or go home. So you can put more than one if you want to, but it's not necessary. So as long as you get somewhere to actually store the water, you should be good to go. So next, you're going to connect your extractor to your storage. So now it is connected. So I'm only using one just for the example, and then we're going to be good to go. And then the next thing that you want to do now, for adhesive, you don't have to have too many things going on. So the next thing you're going to do, you're going to connect the water to the greenhouse. Now, on the left side, you can see that this is already good to go. It says it's going to produce adhesive. So we are already good to go. We don't have to do a combination, go to a different machine. It's going to produce adhesive for us. So now the next thing, we're going to go check down there. So I'm going to go outside to check. And now we are in front of our greenhouse getting ready to produce adhesive. So what you're going to do, you're going to activate the console, so you can see exactly what's going on. Right now, as you can see, it says adhesive currently built. Now, if we go outside of this menu and then we go inside, gonna open the door, and then this is the plant. So it's already there for you. It's doing its thing. It's getting ready to produce. Now, the next thing that you need to do is to have storage to actually have somewhere for the adhesive to go. So we're gonna do that. Xbox, we're gonna do left bumper, X button, and we're gonna press the B button for the build menu. Then we're gonna go to bird's eye view. So for containers, we're gonna use a solid container. That's what we're going to use. So we're going to put one down for the purpose of this video. And then what we're going to do next, we're going to connect the greenhouse to this container right here. Right now, you can just stop, and then just whenever you want adhesive, you can come here and get it done. As long as the time passes, so you can go sleep for 24 hours or go to another planet or whatever you want to do. And you're going to see that this thing is ready to go. But for me, the way that I do it, I normally put a transfer container on my outpost. That way I can get stuff from my ship. That's the reason why I showed you in the beginning of the video how I was pulling stuff from my ship. And then that's an easy process. Then you don't have to come out here if you don't want to. So ideally what you want to do, just connect it to the transfer container that you already have in an outpost, because you can only have one. And then you're going to be able to cycle through from your ship and then get the adhesive. Now, as you can see right now, we just started and we already have 5 adhesive that we can just come here and pick up. But if we connect it to our transfer container, then we'll be able to go to our ship or just go by the container and then just pick it up. So if I want to do this right now, I can just pick up my 5 adhesive and then I'm going to be good to go. But if you sleep for 24 hours, 48 hours or whatever, how much time that you want to sleep, then you're going to come back. Whatever containers that you have is going to be filled up with adhesive. And this is how you can never run out of adhesive again. Anyway, guys, this is the one that I was talking about, the one that I built. That's the medium one. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.